everyone, Amanda here. Thank you so much for joining me. So I'm here to share my completed Creative Life journal. This is the first journal that I've created as part of my Just Journal July. I'm going to be creating another one. So all of the collection, everything like that is linked in the description box below, along with the playlist showing you how to make everything in this journal, from the cover to everything. Okay, so it's a chipboard cover, so it's nice and solid. We've done the Midori style binding. Okay, I've created it using the fabric tape method. I've shared the tutorial, everything's in the playlist, and I did this fantastic it's like a mini album layer inspired cover. Okay, then inside it folds lovely and flat like so. That's because of the way that we've constructed the cover. It's beautiful. It makes it easier to access your journal. So on the inside here, I've created a very simple pocket. I've used one of the cards from the collection and a little tag, and just made that card into a little pocket. And then here I've used some of the papers from another of my collections called Vintage Ephemera Volume 1, I think it's called. Which these pages are in, and I've used a fancy punch for the top there, and they just slide in that pocket nicely there. So the way I create my journals, I leave a lot of plain pages. So pages like this that are already highly decorative, we don't need to do anything. You can still totally journal on there. You could stick it on post-it notes, or you could just literally write over it, or you can just enjoy the beauty and leave it as it is. Okay, and then I also leave quite a lot of plain pages like so for journaling, and then some I decorate. Okay, so we'll flip through quickly, but you can see the beautiful collection here is all about different crafters. This lady's a quilter, that lady's a art journaler. No, she's not, she's a junk journaler, I think. And that lady's an art journaler. So these characters, you know, are dotted about in amongst the collection. It's all about creative people like you and me. All right, so I've just added some, I bet some of the pages are going to end up being glued together. Little tabs throughout, and on each tab there is a little word. This one says hello, blessings. What's this one? Thankful. We've got peace. We've got dream, and friends. And those are taken from my word soup collection. I'll link it below. So on this one, I've just got a simple pocket, which is part of the collection, and I make my journaling cards by printing these journaling pages, 2 to a page, fold them in half. You've got a journaling card. Okay, super simple. Lots of versatility with digital collections. Can't get that in because my hand-eye coordination. Shocked, absolutely shocked because I'm tired. So some more of the lined papers, and again, I've used my fancy punch that makes it look like it's come out of a spiral bound notebook. Here's a lovely page, which is a beautiful craft room. And then here we've got one of the first interactive pages. So if we unpack this, we've got a journaling tag there. We've got a tag there, that's the painter. We've got a pocket there. We've got a journaling card here. And then this is my magic envelope. There's the tutorial on that. So it's not just an envelope, this part is actually removable, so you can journal on this bit, you can journal on that bit, and you can put your hidden things in as well. Okay, I'll put that back together later. I've done a little bit of stenciling there and used some of the ephemera to create this double layered bow. More beautiful pages. They're absolutely, this collection is absolutely stunning. It really is. So here's one of the pages that I made using our fussy cuts. We've got the quilter there, and then here we've got a journaling card, just all held by these lovely little tucks using the ephemera, which I spent ages fussy cutting, so I was going to use them. And these little tucks are fantastic. Okay. More beautiful pages. Here I took one of the pockets and put it on its side, and just put another little journaling card, and just added a few embellishments there. This is a centre spread. It's a beautiful, beautiful shabby chic style craft room. Absolutely stunning. And with the Medora style binding, you can add and remove pages, or you know, if you just want to put notes in there or drawings that you've done, you can just slip them in. And that is the beauty of this style of binding, and it is why it's my favourite. So more plain pages. Look at this beautiful one with the embroidery hoop. You know, creators, we journal, we paint, we embroider, we sew, we do all sorts of things, don't we? So this collection tries to reflect us as creators. Okay, then this is one of my, what did I call it? Image changing. It's an image changer. So you press it that way, you get one image. You press it that way, you get a different image. It's also a pocket down the back, okay? And then I've used some of the embellishments. They were mirror image, so you just glue them part way, and that makes you a paper clip to hold all that mechanism closed, so it's not all moving about. Get in, you slippery little sucker. Okay, beautiful. And I've made 2 of those. So more of the lovely pages we'll skip through, because I keep a lot of plain pages. Okay, you don't have to embellish every single space of a journal. And then here I did this beautiful double layout. Very, very simple. I've got a tutorial on it. So you've got a pocket at the back there. Okay. Then you've got a pocket here. Okay. And then we've got these little tucks with some of the mini little Polaroids in there. So they're just slip back in there like so. We've got the printmaker and the painter there. And then at the other side, we have the dressmaker and the quilter. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And you might be interested in another video that I've got, making embellishments with basic shapes. I'll leave a link for that in the description box below, because you can use the ideas from that video for any journal with any kind of ephemera. And it's just brilliant, and that's all using basic shapes. You will notice I do not use specific fancy dies or anything like that in my journals. I only use very basic shapes like circles and things that I cut by hand, and the items that are in the collection. I don't use anything else, okay, because it's not necessary. It's not necessary. And also, I want you to be able to see that you can get the same results as me. Okay? So that's why I don't use anything. I don't think that goes in there, does it? I can't remember. I'll have a think. So you can get exactly the same results as me if you follow my videos. Okay? You know, I'm not using something that you don't have so that you can't get the same look. And that's why I don't use fancy dies. I do have them, and I like using them, but not in my journals, which, you know, which I'm sharing to help other people create. Plain pages, look at that. She's journaling, just like us. Absolutely love it. Love, love, love every single page of this. Loads of room for writing. And as you can see, we're not like this, struggling to open the pages, because we've not over embellished. We've done a lovely style of cover which is flexible and lays flat, and you can write on there. It's functional. And then here we've just got the little banners with the little clusters using the ephemera, more of these lovely cards. We've got the printmaker, and this lady is the dressmaker. But you could still journal on those pages as well. Fabulous, I love it. And then some different kinds of paper in and amongst. And then that's another one of the image changing ones. This one keeps getting stuck because of the tape that I used. I used super strong tape on this one. So it goes that way, you've got the quilter, and that way you've got the art journaler. Okay, and again, we've got ephemera snuck in around the back, and I've just added some tabs and some very cheap but very pretty ribbon. And again, another double-sided embellishment, which is now a paper clip. Okay, more of this lovely, I love this paper. Another simple pocket with just a little envelope and a cute journaling card, embellished with more of those lovely little Polaroids that I made. Really, really lovely. straightforward and easy embellishments. Nothing complicated. Not everything has to be, you know, 10 pocket flip flap folio to be fantastic. Sometimes you can just have plain pages and let the beauty of those designs just enhance your journal without overfilling it. This one was the one that I showed you how to make a pocket just using the fussy cuts. Okay, just layering up the fussy cuts. Got a little journaling card there. And some more of these fabulous little Polaroids. Absolutely love them. We've got the painter, the dressmaker and the quilter. Okay, and they're just tucked in there nicely. And you've just got layers. I like the idea of layers. I think it looks fabulous. So more of the plain. I love this with the sewing basket. It's beautiful. And I love the teal along with the pink. I think those are two of my favourite colours. And then this was the sliding waterfall. Okay, so you can journal there and you can journal there. Okay, and then it's also a pocket. I've got little cards and that's an envelope. And so it's not just a waterfall. It's got hidden journaling and it's a pocket. It ticks all the boxes. There's a full tutorial on that. That's been a popular tutorial, that one. Super easy as well. Another beautiful craft room, look at that. All stuff all over the floor, just like me. Just like my craft room when I'm busy. Lots of beautiful writing space. And then here, this butterfly that I've put on here actually isn't from this collection. That was hanging about on my desk. That's actually part of the next collection I'm going to be using, which is called French Chic. Again here, I've just made a little tiny tuck with some of the lovely embellishments. And we've got some more of the larger piece of ephemera just tucked in there nicely. Love it. And then we've got another one of the magic envelopes. I won't open all that because I've just shown you one. Some more lovely papers. The tabs with the little tiny words from the word soup again. Has that one glued together? No, it hasn't. Another simple pocket, just fussy cut from the collection. And the back page here, I've done some more. Another little tuck, just using the fussy cuts. And you can just tuck two of these little cards. We've got the journaler and the art journaler there. Okay, so I'll just stick those there. And then again, we've got a couple of sheets of that fabulous paper and a lovely little tag. And that completes the journal. Oh, I just need to do it. Good job I turned that over. I just need to add some more of this paper. Or I might add the green, actually, to the back, and then it's finished. And it's nice and chunky, but it's not, you know, a gator mouth. It sits nicely, but there's still room in there for somebody to add their own things as well, which to me is super important when you're making a journal, is to make sure you leave room for somebody to add their memories or photos or notes or drawings or whatever. They can slip them inside. But at the same time, you've got a lovely, satisfying, chunky journal there. Absolutely fabulous. That's journal one complete. Now I can start with the next one. So hopefully if you follow along, hit the subscribe button, check out the playlist, and we will be getting on with the next journal, which is the French Chic one. And I'm going to do that slightly different. That one's going to get done in a tatty. This is what I call clean and simple. We're going to do the next one in a tatty vintage style. So hopefully there'll be a little bit of something for everyone. I hope you enjoyed the flip through of that journal. If you've been creating along with me, make sure you do share your work if you so desire, and tag me so I can see what you've made, because I'll always be your biggest cheerleader. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.